Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And surprise! Part 3! My painting dried overnight and I think it needs something. And I need my glasses, which are on my head for a change. And my plan is to go ahead and give myself permission to add a few stems, especially since I noticed that this one was all alone. And I've shaken my paints, but I'm going to do it again. And I just need a few things that I don't have to make me happy. And I have them, actually, to make me happy. They're right here. They're all in squeeze bottles with GAC 800 in them. So I can do all kinds of stuff, but I think what I want to do is make sure that I do stuff that makes me happy. And I'm not sure how any of this is going to go, but I'm willing to give it a try. It's the first time I've combined those two colors, and I think the truth is that I can probably use whatever color I've got for green that I want. But I want some darker tones in the background for contrast. But I still want the combination of colors because they just look so pretty together. It looks like highlights and lowlights. And I could put some of that anywhere. I'm not sure I want to put it anywhere. But I do want to change up what I see a little bit, including the flowers. I'm kind of figuring that if I take the, what did I do with it? Small butter dish. Okay, gone. I'll just use something else. It's got to be here. There it is. I got it. Panic too soon. I'm going to take some of this mica stardust powder and see what happens when I grab the flat end of the skewer and just give myself a little bit of that. And I don't know how it's going to dry, but I like it so much I'd like to see what happens, because you can't really use it too easily with the wet on wet because it kind of sinks away. But I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, after things are dry I might get away with it, and I'd like to. I think it'll still dry dark because it's on the black. But it's definitely an experiment for me worth making. We are expecting a hurricane, so this is sort of kind of my last opportunity to be out here before I have to consider what might come next, which is cleaning up all of my studio materials and getting on with getting ready, battening down the hatches, as it were. Yeah, the colors were a little darker than I wanted in the flowers, and I just wanted some more. And I need no excuse at all to play, obviously. And I'm liking that already more than I did the other. I'm going to throw a little bit of pink in there, I think. I have an Art Minds. Come on out. Out you come. And I don't need a whole lot of anything, I don't think. But I do need something that's a little more... The only word I can come up with is musical. A little more lighthearted, maybe. Gotta be a little careful not to dot too far around. Or too frivolously, because I go spatter, spatter. And then I complain later. So that's already a little better than it was. I'm not sure about those orange centers, but I definitely like that pink. So that's a little better for me. I like it. And I can do the same thing with that leftover mica and put it right up into those petals from this other flower and make things look a little more interesting. There was a green dot yesterday at the end of the recording, and you can kind of tell I went to town, but you can see what I'm doing, and that's all I did yesterday was go through and add my dots. And I saw this was something I wanted to do too. Just add another dimension. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't everything I wanted it to be either. And I love this color, so I can't imagine being unhappy with anything that happens now. And the fact that it's dry means I can go over anything without leading any weird paint colors. I'm kind of just enjoying what I'm doing, and I see that. I'm gonna have to fix that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna dot my way to happiness with, oh yeah, there I go again. She's dotting again. Just use up my paint. I think I'm gonna grab some of that green. Or, what other green? Come out. I don't want it to come out too fast. I love this turquoise color shift from Folk Art because it really does a nice job of reflecting the light. I also like the color change right now. My temptation is to put a little bit of that on my skewer and let it come on down. Let it change things up a little bit, add a little more texture here and there. Not just color. I mean, a lot of times I really could use a whole lot more time than I give myself. And I really just want to play, and 20 minutes, 40 minutes, even 60 minutes is not always enough to do the kind of quality work that I'd like to do, and I think I'm pretty lucky that I get as much of it done as I do. I'm going to put some pink in there because I really like that, and I like how the mica powder mixes with the pink. So I'm going to take a chance. Maybe some purple too. Oops, that was a lot. I was not looking. Bad girl. Alright, so let's find some darker purple. And I'm hoping that I can leave my paints in the way because it's just so much easier when they're close to hand. But a lot of times when the canvases are big and you have to juggle them, it's not as easy. I'm sorry I'm quiet, by comparison anyway. My pink is not really showing up all that well. I think that means it's time to get out the bigger. The big guns are actually just the back end of this skewer. And it is the largest skewer, so somebody asked me which size. I'm like, all of them. Can't have too many skewers, I don't think. So I'm not sure what else I need to do there. I was thinking that I was going to need to do a bunch of stuff, but I'm not as convinced anymore. I just needed a little something something to kick it up a notch, you know? And that's a lot better for me already. So I'm kind of happy with that. I think I'm a big fan of going back and adding some stuff to dry things. It's not that hard, especially if you're using a dry canvas like I have. Ooh, I see that thing. Okay. Yep, I'm not being careful enough the last couple days. I'm just nervous about this storm coming, and I look up and I got a whole new spot on my canvas that I leaned in. But I'm not unhappy with most of this. And I love that turquoise with that. It's another color shift with the green gold. You just push your skewer up through a thick area of paint. You will create a leaf shape, which I really love. It's simple and it's elegant. And I'd like some more of that turquoise right there. And that doesn't bother me, except for I want some more right there, right next to it. I don't know, I think I'm pretty close. Pretty close indeed. Not 100% yet. Whoops. Well, whatever it is, it's going to have some of that in it. Which is okay. Because I know I can make some of that go away, being that it's a dry canvas. And that's okay. Sometimes smearing some of these nice color shifts on already dried canvases are nice. Ah, you know what? I really like that. I don't like the fact that that just dripped everywhere. But like I said, it's not really impossible to get rid of it. I'm going to let my skewer do most of my work for me. And there's some purple paint on there which looks actually pretty nice. And anytime I pull over something dry, it adds new dimension. I like the turquoise. It does make me want to put some more yellow. Green gold. And I'm just going to use the tip of the skewer to fake it out. So I don't put my paint right up to where I'm interested in covering until I use the tip of the skewer to fool the eye. I don't think it would work otherwise. That little dot being there doesn't bother me a bit because I got to use the color. It is very hot out today. I have something cool around my neck and I'm happy that it's working for me. And I'm liking my new little shapes I'm adding. They're just making me happy. So much happier than I was. Something weird about straight stems after you've used chain and gone all curly. They're just not as interesting. So I guess I should show that to you guys and see what you think. Let me know. You can't. Okay, well, I see this, that I have been less than careful again, all over the place. Let's see how that cleans up, if it cleans up. And I'm going to have to start taking the paint off my hand. Fortunately, yesterday when I did that, it was easy enough to add a little black paint to it. And I'll probably do the same thing as where I need to. But it does clean up a little bit. It's actually already dried on because it's hot out here, but it's not going to be the end of the world because the paint had a nice heavy base of 2 or 3 layers. That one's not coming off, but that one better. You know what? I'm just going to fix that right now for you guys. That's blue, not black. Where's my black? I've hidden my black on myself. That's not cool. Ah, there it is. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead. Put a little bead of black down there. That'll dry right in. Nobody will ever see it again. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of black there. I'm going to use my skewer to fix the rest of it. And I've got some of that purple color. And I've got 2 minutes left to tell you guys whatever it is I want to tell you. And that's okay. So if you shop my Amazon link, you help me out. It's no added cost to you, but they give me a little tiny bit once in a while on every sale. And anything, really, I'm just keep on right on doing the same thing. The definition of insanity. Hey, it came off this time. Must be time to get it off my hand. Yes, I think so. So I'm pretty happy with the rest of this. And thank you for joining me, and thank you for 78,000 subscribers. Pretty happy with you guys. Thank you very much. The longer you watch a video and the more times you give me a thumbs up, the better the YouTube algorithm gives my videos placement, so I will keep coming back and bringing you more videos. And that's good for all of us. So thank you so much. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill. I also sell my artwork. I want a bud in there now that I've created a little leaf. On my Pinterest and Instagram, links underneath the video, and my paint pouring recipe is also under the video, as well as if you're looking for PayPal or Patreon to be a contributor to help keep the studio going, you will be entered in a monthly contest that you can find on the end screens along with my website. Yeah, it's just too pretty to waste. I won't be wasting it. I'll be adding it to something else. Let's see if there's anything else I need. Hopefully you guys can see most of that. And I've caught most of my indiscretions as far as sticking my hand where it doesn't belong. Yeah, I am. Because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link, which is the first 100 videos I made for YouTube and the processes and the tools used. So I love you guys. And I hope to see you again. And I'm much, much happier with this as it is than as it was. So I hope you all give yourself permission when you need to change something and know that it's not that hard when it's dry. Sorry, I got caught up. I'm going to have to push one pedal right over the top. I will see you anon. There are over 750 videos on the end screens, and the last 20 seconds is also where you're going to find the website, the contest mentioned on a video, and my the rope for my canopy keeps grabbing a hold of my stool. So I'm going to see what you guys can see, and if you're here, you're here, and if you're gone, you're gone, and you're here. And I love you. See you soon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the back here going, I like this much better.